everybody, welcome to another week of Pilates plus Physio. This week we are starting off nice and relaxed, lying down. So you want to be lying on your back, knees bent up, feet down flat. Maybe just rest both hands on your upper tummy. And just think of gently breathing down into the tummy. So as you breathe in, your tummy comes up. As you breathe out, your tummy goes down. And maybe see if you can breathe in as you count to 3. And breathe out for 4. And again, breathing in as you count to 3. And breathe out for 4. And one more, breathing in for 3. And out for 4. Lovely. Okay, take both arms up towards the ceiling. Take one arm back over the top of your head, one arm down beside you, and then just switch them over. So really lengthening through the fingers. Don't worry if you don't get all the way to the floor. Sore shoulders, just go as far as you're happy. Just nice switches. And then swap to one arm going back, one arm out to the side. One arm back, one arm sideways. One arm back, one arm sideways. Lovely, both arms back up to the ceiling, same arm and leg. So right arm going back, slide the right leg down the mat. Left arm back, left leg down the mat. Pelvis staying level. Think of that area, sort of your sacrum, back of your pelvis. Pressure on that staying the same both sides, regardless of what you do with the arms and the legs. And then diagonal arm and leg. So right arm going back, left leg down the mat. Left arm back, right leg down the mat. So think of 2 little laser beams from your front of your hip bones pointing up towards the ceiling. They're pointing towards the roof. They're not moving. Great. Okay. Keep the arms up. Feet nice and close to your bottom. Just coming into a spine curl. So press into your feet. Curl your bottom up. When you're at the top, one arm out to the side and back up. Other arm out the other side and back up and roll your bottom down. And going again, press into your feet, curl your bottom up. One arm sideways and back up. Other one out to the side, back up and roll right down. And again, press into your feet. All the way up, straight line, knees, hips, ribs. One arm sideways, come back up. Other arm out the other side. Back up, roll down. And again, pressing into your feet, bottom up. Maybe both arms out to the sides. Really lengthen and reach through the fingers and come back up. And roll down. And again, press into your feet, curl up. Arms out to the sides. And back up. And roll right the way down. And then just drop your elbows out to the sides. So fingertips pointing to the roof. Elbows at about shoulder level. And elbows at a right angle. And let your hands drop back towards the floor. And take them up towards the ceiling and bring them down in the front. So most people won't get to the floor going forward unless you cheat by lifting the shoulder blade away from the mat. So keep the feeling of your shoulder blades being stuck on the floor. Hands going back, nice opening through the shoulders. Point your fingers to the roof. and then they're coming down in front. So you're getting sort of pure rotation at the shoulder joint. So you might find one arm goes a little bit further than the other. Think of keeping your wrists straight. Couple more. Lovely. And then just take your arms right out to the sides, palms facing up, knees and ankles together. We're just doing a knee roll from side to side, so knees going one way, head the opposite way, palm down on the hand you're looking at. Up into the middle, knees going one way, head the opposite way, palm down on the hand you're looking at. So just rolling the knees from side to side. Nice one to do if you're quite stiff. Nice one to do if your back's painful. Just nice and gentle. Just getting that twisting in the lower half of your body, really. Head going the opposite way to your knees, palm down on the hand you're looking at. Palm up as you look away. Palm down on the hand you're looking at. Those who want to make it harder, you could do it with your feet off the floor. So you could flatten your back into the mat, bring one leg up, bring the other leg up. Same again, knees going one way, head the opposite way. Use the tummy, pull the knees back up. Knees going one way, head the opposite way. Use your tummy, pull the knees back up. That's good. A couple more. Keep the tummy pulled in hard, pelvic floor muscles engaged. Back to the top, cross your ankles, hang on to your knees. A little bit of gentle knee rocking, just loosen things off. If your back muscles have got a bit tight, doing that. So gentle rocking the knees. Great, okay. Pop your feet down one at a time. And maybe put your hands underneath your head, could slightly link the fingers together. Just do a little curl up. So starting off, tuck the chin in, engage your pelvic floor, lower tummy, curl your head and shoulders up. Look down over the top of your knees and release down. And again, little chin nod, curl up. Hold it there and release down. You could make that a little bit more challenging by, as you come up, straighten one leg. Or sore necks, if you don't want to do the curling up, you could just do the leg straightening. So curl up, pelvis staying level. Little chin nod, curl up. Toes up towards you. Make that even harder if you wanted to. Slightly flatten your back into the mat. Float one leg up, float the other leg up. So you've got your legs up in a tabletop position and then you're curling up. So upper and lower tummy working now. Little chin nod. Think of still sliding your ribs down front. Back just in imprint, so you've slightly flattened your back into the mat. Tummy muscles doing the work. So you're just using your hand to support your head. You're not pulling yourself up using the arms. You've got your head just cradled in your hands. And one more. Rest your head down, hang on to the knees. Rock your knees towards your chest. Try taking your nose in little tiny circles going round one way. And then circle your nose the other way. Lovely. Pop both feet down and then turn over so you're lying on your tummy. So start off, hands together underneath your forehead, flatten right down on the mat. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Maybe just give your bottom a wriggle from side to side. We'll just start with a swimming leg. Float one leg off the floor. Hold it there. And down. Alternate legs. Just watch you're not pushing into the floor like mad with the other foot. So think of resting one toe on something just light and fluffy while the other leg comes off. Not too high. Tummy just gently drawing in. Watch the shoulders aren't doing too much. Good, okay. And then bring your arms out in like a sort of W shape. So you've got your elbows slightly bent, forehead now on the mat or just on that slightly thinner block. So we'll do diagonal arm and leg. So you're just hovering the arm. So you want to think of sliding your shoulders away from your ears. Almost hand and forearm off first and then the elbow. Hold up there a moment and down. So slide the shoulders gently away from your ears, hand and forearm, elbow. You could just lift your head a fraction as well, but keep looking down at the mat. So you're getting all those muscles right the way down from the back of your head, all the way down to your feet. All those extensor muscles. So a good one to do if you're getting a little bit round shouldered. So your forehead just comes away from the ground. Think of really making the leg longer, so reach that leg right out away from you. Great. Okay, pop your hands back underneath your forehead, clench both sides of your bottom hard, little kicks up and down, so nice and quick now. So swimming leg, nice and brisk, keep the shoulders soft. Great, rest down, wriggle your bottom again, and then come up onto hands and knees. So you want your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Really press the floor away from you, head in line with the rest of your back. Think of that cup of coffee balancing on your bottom. Keep that there. Slide one leg back, float it up. Keep that there. Take the diagonal arm forward. Hold there. Good. They can come down together. So we're getting the leg going back first and then floating up. And then the diagonal arm coming out in front. Hold it there. Pop them down. Same on the other side. Slide the leg back. Press the floor away from you with your hands. Float the leg up. Diagonal arm out in front. And down. And again, slide the leg back. Float it up. Diagonal arm. And down. Slide the leg back. Float it up. This time maybe just take that leg in a couple of little circles. So keep that feeling of pushing the floor away from you. Circling the leg one way. circle the leg the other way. Make that leg really long. It's the whole leg circling. Good. Switch legs. So slide the leg back, float it up. Little circles going around one way. And little circles the other way. Good. Bring the leg down, big toes together, knees nice and wide, bottom all the way back to your heels. Stretch the arms right out in front, curl your head down. Lovely. Okay, come up onto hands and knees again. We're going to do quite a strong hip stretch in this position. If you don't like doing it this way, turn onto your back, ankle on the knee, grab behind the thigh of the foot that's on the floor, that stretch. Otherwise, bring your left knee forward. So put your knee on one edge of the mat, foot on the other side if you can. So you're getting your shin going horizontally across your mat. And then slide your right leg back. I'm get cramp in my foot now, that's not very helpful. So right leg sliding back, drop the elbows, drop your elbows, and should be getting a stretch in that buttock of the folded leg if you weren't getting cramp in it all the time. Start again maybe. So you want to breathe into the tightness. Okay, come out of that, so sort of back up onto your hands, slide the one leg forward, take the other knee back. So going on the other side, so bring your right knee forward, put your knee on the right edge of the mat, foot over on the other side if it'll go. Slide the left leg back, drop the elbows. Might find it quite a lot tighter on one side than the other. This stretch often really shows that up. Try and relax your shoulders and your head. Okay, uncurl back up and come over so you're lying on your side, underneath arm up above your head, legs out straight, make sure you can see your feet, top hand nice and light. Let's start with a side leg lift, point the toes, top leg up, foot up, press out through the heel. So just nice smooth lifting and lowering. And then maybe next time, keep the leg up, point your toes. Think of drawing a circle with that piece of chalk coming out of your big toe. So 2 or 3 circles going one way, 2 or 3 circles going around the other way. Back to the first direction if you can. Don't worry if you need to pop the leg down and have a little rest, that's fine. And go back round the other way. Great, okay. Rest the leg down, bend the knees up, roll slightly forwards. So elbow on the mat now, we're doing the clam, heels together, top knee up, down slowly. So heels stuck together. Just watch you're not pressing like mad into the floor with your underneath leg. Okay, last one, maybe lift up and really slowly back down. Just really get that muscle. Slowly lowering your knee onto the other one. Good. Turn onto the other side. So underneath arm above your head if it goes. If it won't go, don't worry, pop your arm in front, head on the brick. Nice straight line, arm, head, shoulders, bottom, feet very slightly in front. Side leg lift to start. Point the toes, float the top leg up. Foot up, press out through the heel. Maybe next time the leg is up, little circles. So you're aiming to keep the pelvis pretty well still. And then little circles going the other way. So that top hand is really light. You're not pressing into the mat like mad with that top hand. Circle the other way. And back again. Great. Rest the legs down, bend your hips and knees up, roll slightly forward, keep your heels together, top knee up and down slowly. So we're doing the clam. Heels together, just watch you're not allowing your whole body to roll back. Last one, knee up, really slowly back down. So just lower it down really, really slowly. Okay, and then come back, so you're lying on your back. Grab your band, we're just doing a nice hamstring stretch. So band underneath your foot, leg up towards the roof, slide the other leg down flat, knee straight, elbows just tucked in beside you, nice and wide across your collarbones. And maybe this time just let your hip and your knee bend very slightly and then push back out into the stretch. And again, little hip and knee bend. So you're trying to keep your foot, your knee and your hip sort of all in a straight line and push back out into the stretch. So more dynamic stretch. Still got that little bit of a hollow in your back, so you haven't pulled up so hard that your back has flattened into the floor. Good, okay, swap that band onto the other leg. So band underneath your foot, other leg down flat, press out through your heel. And then little hip and knee bend, push back out. 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 And again, little hip and knee bend, push back out. Next out breath, see if you can just ease into that stretch a little bit further. the band to one side, either turn onto your side, come up into sitting, or hold behind the thigh, tuck in the chin, gently roll up. Sit nice and tall. Maybe sit up on the brick if you're happier like that. Cross the ankles. So, legs crossed, right up on your bottom bones. Maybe bring your arms up in front to grab a hold of your elbows. We're just going to do a twist in sitting. So you just think of sliding your elbows round. And coming back to the front. So keep your eyes roughly where your watch is. Think of sort of sliding the elbows. Imagine they're on a sort of table and you're just taking them round as far as you can go without letting your back slump. So keep that feeling of really lengthening through the spine. Nice twist around and coming back, going around the other way. Lovely. Back into the middle, bring the arms down, come up into standing slowly, bring your band with you. So, hold the band in front. If you can, sort of wrap the band around the back of your hands. So you've got the band over the back of your knuckles, palms facing each other, elbows tucked right in, stand nice and tall, and you're just pressing out into the band. And coming back in again. So you've got the band over the back of your knuckles, keep the shoulders down, press out, hold when you get there. And back in again. And again, press out into the band, hold there, and release. And again, press out into the band, hold there, and release. And again, pressing out. And releasing, and then take the band behind your back, sort of fairly high up, underneath your armpits, elbows tucked in, maybe thumbs up, and just push out with the band. So you're pushing forward with the arms and coming slowly back in again. And again, press out with the arms, hold there, slowly back in. And again, press out. Obviously this is harder if you've got a tough band, easier if you've got a nice stretchy band. And again, pressing out, hold there, and back in. Couple more, pressing out, watch the shoulders are staying away from your ears, and back in. And one more, press out, hold it there, and back in again. Shoulders up to your ears, and let them drop, and again, slide the shoulders up, and let them relax. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope we see you again very soon. Bye bye.